Welcome 8th graders. Today I am going to teach you how to roast an entire whole chicken, all right? So the first thing that I want you to know is a lot of people think that, oh, I need to wash the germs off of this, and so they'll take it out of the package and rinse it off in the sink. Don't do that, and this is why. You will cross-contaminate, okay? So germs that are on the chicken will then end up in your sink, and you don't want that. So simply just take the package off and put it in your roasting pan. And so I have everything all out ready to go, so I like to use scissors to take it out of the package. And you might want to note too how many pounds your chicken is, because that way you'll know how long to bake it. So this is a 4-pound chicken. So you get it off of the, or out of the wrapper. And sometimes your chicken will have like the inside parts in it, and you will have to remove those, and that may seem kind of gross. And I think it is kind of gross, but it's not going to kill you. All right. So I am going to save that string, and you will see why in a minute. So I don't have anything in the inside of this chicken to remove, okay? It's empty, but like I said, some whole chickens will have the gizzards and things in there. You'll reach out or reach in there and take those out. So first step after you get it unwrapped, you are going to stuff your chicken. Now there's a lot of recipes online for what you can put in your chicken. I'm gonna do lemon, onion, and celery. Why do you suppose I'm gonna stuff the inside cavity of the chicken? Well, I will tell you. It's to, number one, give it flavor, okay? And number two, keep it moist. We don't want it to dry out. And so if you roast your chicken with it being hollow in the inside, it's gonna dry out. And you want your chicken meat to be moist and tender. So I'm gonna stuff it with lemon, celery, and onion. But again, you could stuff it with all sorts of things. Sometimes people like to give it more of an Asian flair and stuff orange slices in there. If I had some herbs like parsley, I would do that as well, but I don't have any fresh herbs to put in there. And I really like to pack it in pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna have room for all the onion I cut. So I'll just have to use that for something else. But okay, so can you see that? It's stuffed full, right? Now, you don't have to do this, but I like to. You're gonna take that string and tie the legs together. Again, that's gonna keep that from drying out. It'll keep it all nice and sealed together. Okay. I'm having a hard time tying it. There we go. All right. Now I have to wash my hands, right? Because we don't want to cross-contaminate. Food safety, remember that? So using my elbow, I'm gonna turn the sink on and try to get it as hot as I can tolerate it. I'm also gonna use my palm of my hand that hasn't touched the chicken with the soap. Okay, so thoroughly wash your hands before you touch anything else. All right, so here's the next step. You've got it stuffed with your vegetables and your lemon. You're gonna sprinkle it with different seasonings. So I like to use just some ground pepper over the top, some salt. You can be pretty generous with your seasonings. Some thyme. And this is just gonna give it a super good flavor. And rosemary, but if you just have salt and pepper, just use salt and pepper, that's okay. All right, now the other thing I have to do is fill this roasting pan with, maybe make it a third full of water. And that too is to prevent the chicken from drying out. We're gonna put a lid on this so that water's gonna create some steam in there as it's roasting. So again, you don't want it to dry out. But you don't have to cover it with water. All right, so now that's what it looks like. You could also put potatoes and carrots around here for a complete meal, but I'm just gonna roast the chicken today, so I'll put my lid on it. Now this is gonna go into a preheated 425 degree oven for the first 20 minutes. And then what that does is just get it really nice and hot, just to make sure you're killing all the bacteria or germs that could be on this chicken. Then it's really important after that 20 minutes to turn it down to 350 degrees, and you're gonna bake it for 20 minutes per pound. Now if you remember, I said this chicken was a 4-pound chicken. So 20 minutes times 4 is 2, 4, 6, 8, 80 minutes. So I will set the timer for 1 hour and 20 minutes and at 350 after that 20-minute 425 period. Finally, what I want to talk to you about is this. So this video goes with our how to eat healthy on a budget and kind of our meal planning lesson, okay? So if we were in class, what I would have you guys do is, after this chicken is done baking, you would remove all of the chicken meat from the bone, okay? And then we'd have all this chicken meat. And the idea is, what can you do with the leftover chicken meat, right? And so we were gonna either make chicken Alfredo or chicken tacos or chicken noodle soup. There's just all kinds of things you can do with leftover roasted chicken. And when you think about it, this is just kind of a easy way to cook one time, but then have multiple meals from just cooking one time. So you cook your roast chicken and throw on a vegetable, and that could be a meal, right? And then with your leftover chicken from that roast chicken, you could do other things like the chicken tacos or chicken Alfredo. So it really works nicely with this idea of just cooking one time and then having multiple meals with that cooking one time. So I hope you give this a try. And if you have any questions, let me know. And don't forget, I'm loving pictures that I see of what you guys are making while you're at home, doing your own cooking labs at home. So I love to see those. So don't forget to send those to me if you can. And if you have any questions, let me know.